Hey, what's up guys, DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video. And today we are taking on the Academia VE Tower, the S floor. This is the first stage of the S floor, the first floor of the S stage, however you say that, whichever way. This stage in particular gave me the most trouble out of all three floors. And this, I would argue, is probably the second hardest or first hardest VE Tower stage to clear, the Academia stage. Out of all the stages I've done, I have actually completed pretty much all these stages for the VE Tower on S difficulty, and I'll be posting videos of each one. I already have some up. Except for the Plus Ultra stage, because the Bakugo at the end is just ridiculous. So if anybody has any tips or tricks for the Plus Ultra stage, the Bakugo at the end, and you want to put it in the comments, I'd appreciate it. But anyways, this is my Academia run, and you can see here that we are putting a lot of status ailments on the robot, the freeze, the burn, the paralyze, all of that stuff, and I really picked characters that could burst him down quickly, because I did try to do type advantage, because you can see he is a mind character, so I thought, oh, Destruction will have the type advantage. And so originally I ran like Shigaraki, or I ran All for One and stuff like that, and they just got absolutely creamed because this robot kept regenerating health back up to 311,000. And so I went and kind of looked around the Discord, I looked at the stats for the robot and stuff like that, and I found that 1A students are actually going to do better against this robot. So if you're going against this first floor on the Academia stage, you want to run 1A students, because 1A students have a better chance at killing this robot before he regens health for whatever reason. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I fully understand the mechanics here, but it seems like the more debuffs you can get on him, the paralyze, the burn, the freeze, so on and so forth, the better you're going to do. And I do think I lost a character on this first floor, but yeah, there we go. We lost him, but we did end up winning this first floor, and I did some mock battles before I actually took on this stage at all. You'll see that this is my first time fully clearing the stage. I get the 20 gems each time I clear it, so maybe I could do this better without losing characters, but this was just my first run through. And I actually went through and I was having so much difficulty with this robot right here and his health regen that I tried to find other videos of people's runs on this, and I don't know why, I just couldn't find people's runs, so maybe they don't have runs up. But this is a completed run of the Academia stage, so maybe this will help you in figuring out how to build your team at least. And so right here we should kill the robot and he won't be able to regen health. And he's dead. I would say, for whatever reason, the first floor of the Academia stage is the hardest in my opinion, which is just weird. It's kind of crazy. So there we go, that's the first floor out of the way. It took us 9 turns, and man, I was just like so hyped after that. I was nervous for these next floors because I actually did not do a mock battle for the second floor, and I didn't do a mock battle for the third floor, so I didn't know how they were going to turn out. I think they're fairly close if I remember right. I actually did just do like 3 or 4 S towers in a row. So to my recollection, I think this one was one of the closest, like it was difficult to do. And so here I decide to target the Nomu first, because I do have 2 ABL type characters. The ABL type characters are going to have type advantage against Nomu. And then Kurogiri is just kind of a debuffer, so I'm not too worried about his damage, but I am worried about the Nomu's damage, so I want to get him out of the way first. And you can see here, Kirishima is going to be the MVP of this stage, so if you have a Kirishima, I would recommend him for the second level, because Kirishima is very good at taking hits and drawing aggro. He just does what Kirishima does, you know? And for some reason my phone was being a little bit laggy, probably because it was hot, as you can see right here, so I apologize for any like kind of delayed or blurry parts. That's probably because my phone was hot, because like I said, I had just done like 3 VE towers in a row. My phone had been going, like I had to plug it in, it was running out of battery. So, but for the most part you can tell what's going on, and I'm sorry about that. And after all those skill chains, Nomu is now a quarter of the health down. He actually has a ridiculous amount of health for whatever reason. That is the World Heroes Midoriya. He actually did better damage than I thought he would when I brought him. I can't remember. Yeah, I do have him awakened, the DST Midoriya, so he's pretty decent. And then I accidentally paused the game right there for a second. That's what that was, because I was on screen recording. So that wasn't lag, that was just I had paused it because I hit the wrong thing. I was trying to speed up in the top right corner. And Nomu is now dead. We have Kurogiri left and Shigaraki. I do believe I choose to ignore Kurogiri here because, once again, he's just a debuffer. He's going to bring my speed down, blah, blah, blah. I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about the damage, so we aim to get Shigaraki out of the way first. And that's what I'd recommend on this second floor of the Academia stage, is to get rid of the damage first and then the debuffer, but that's up to you. I just don't think the debuffer is, like, he brings your speed down, big whoop. It's not a big deal. But maybe other people feel differently, so you might want to get the debuffer out of the way first. It's really up to you how you run the stage. Hit right down. Great. Alright, and Shigaraki is getting serious, woo, but we're going to kill him here soon. You can see Kirishima hanging on by a thread, but still being an MVP. He's actually going to get his barrier, and that just helps so much. The blue Kirishima, is very, very good because of his barrier alone. I know the red Kirishima has damage cut, but that barrier that nullifies all damage like that is just so, so good, and you can't overlook that. And then now we have all of our plus ultras. So I'm just hoping Kirishima doesn't die here. He does survive the hit. And we should kill Shigaraki, and then we'll come pretty dang close on Kurogiri. 47,000 a crit from DST Midoriya. And then the counter to finish it off. Kirishima, MVP of this floor. Absolute beast. One of the best characters in the game. You can't go wrong with the Strength Kirishima or the Blue Kirishima. They're kind of overpowered. They're absolutely broken. Really, really good. You can actually get him on the ABL banner right now while it's still out if you wanted to. Or you can save for the new Dabi, or you can save for the anniversary that's coming up here in a little bit. And right here, I switched around my Nejire and my Yaoyorozu because I wanted my Nejire coming out first, which was actually a really good move, and you'll see why. And then I had my Yaoyorozu coming out second because she's only level 50. I ran out of level up items. I just pulled her on the ABL banner, so she is not even level 80 yet, but I brought her along for her heal, which I do also believe was the right decision, and you'll kind of see why as we go through this last one. This last one was kind of sketchy, actually like really sketchy by the end. And so this Shoto Todoroki has 502,500 in health. 500 in health. I can't speak. 500 health. And he does not get hit very hard, in my opinion. Like, he can be hit a lot harder. So we'll see here how this goes. And this increases the speed, I believe. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of DST. Alright, and plus Ultra Gauge up. This Midoriya, the blue Midoriya, the Air Force Midoriya, I would say for this stage is actually the MVP. He outputs a bunch of damage, and part of the reason for that is because there are characters with bonuses for each VE Tower S stage. And it just so happens Midoriya had the bonus on the Academia stage, so he had extra chance to crit, and I think his plus Ultra Gauge filled up a little bit quicker. So that made the blue Midoriya, Air Force Midoriya, really, really good. And then here I use all my plus Ultras. So far we've done 2 full skill chains, and we've only brought him down 100,000. So this Todoroki is very tanky. Alright, and 3 turns in, we brought him down almost 150k, not even 150k, out of his 500,000 health. So here I'm starting to get nervous, and I'm starting to worry because you'll see Endeavor's health is quite low, considering we're only on turn 4. and then he plus ultras Endeavor, and I'm like, and then he decides to auto him. Endeavor did have the last stand, so that was good. He got the auto out of Todoroki. I was like, alright. And now this gives me a chance to use Najiri. I hope Najiri does a great amount of healing. And I would say Najiri probably came in clutch here. This is a level 100 Najiri, so she was tanking, she was healing, putting out little bits of damage here and there, like decent damage, not super great. And then Toga was actually doing okay, but she wasn't doing as much damage as I would have liked. Maybe if Blue Toga was awakened, she would do more, but she was not, so keep that in mind. She was actually unawakened. She is up to, I think, only skill board 5, actually, not even skill board 6. So that is an unawakened Toga doing pretty good numbers. So if you have that Toga leveled up at all, you would probably be set. If you have her and Blue Midoriya. And of course, I run a lot of UR characters for these stages. A good SR character to potentially run on this stage if you are limited on URs and you don't have enough URs for this final fight against Todoroki. And I say this in a lot of my videos. SR Green Yaoyorozu is a great tank, and she draws aggro off your other characters. She is a very good SR for you to use, or another good SR would potentially be the Aizawa. I think it's the, I want to say he's green, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure off the top of my head because I'm not looking at the game obviously right now. I'm just kind of doing commentary on this video because, like I said, this was a screen recording from before. But there is an SR Aizawa that has a lot of debuffs, so he is very good as well if you don't have enough URs to run teams like this. And it lagged right there a little bit. Either that or I hit the pause button again on accident. Hard to say. And at this point, my phone was very hot once again, so I'll be apologizing in all this video. Sorry about the poor quality, guys. However, we did beat the Academia stage. I don't know how many videos are out there of people beating the Academia stage, but this was my run. And I'm hoping that by posting this, it'll help some of you guys get this run done and get the Academia S4 done. Get those 60 gems, because those will help you, especially in the upcoming summon for Dabi. And you can see my high score of 8,000. I completed all the missions for the first time. This was very exciting. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.